think we can all agree it's been an interesting day for free content in Madden 23 Ultimate Team, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing what you gotta know, as well as what you gotta do with all this new stuff in game. Now in this video, we're going to be focusing on the new competitive field pass in Madden 23, which headlines a right tackle card for free, kinda interesting, as well as the new AKA players and packs in game. So let's get started with the new competitive field pass in this game by talking about the free players, as well as how you get them, and whether or not they're truly worth it. And boys, as you guys can see right here, I am absolutely fired up for the new change that EA Sports made to the field pass at level number 11. Let's go, man. We get a free 87 overall BND Lance McCutcheon. So man, oh man, does it fire me up that EA Sports added this random 87 overall player to the field pass. Like, what? This is so weird. I don't think a single person in Madden 23 Ultimate Team sees this card and is like, damn, EA Sports, I'm so happy that you gave me an 84 speed, 86 acceleration wide receiver. That's going to be an awesome player for my team. Like, what? Bro, if you're getting up to level 11 of the competitive field pass, you probably already have a good enough team to the point where you can win my champions games and win head-to-head seasons games that this 87 is going to have no use for you. I have no clue why they added it. Then as we continue on scrolling right here, the main headliner reward, of course, is going to come at 200 competitive points and level 22 of the field pass, which is an 89 overall Tom Compton. Now, the main, I guess we should say, like, boss level reward you're getting for getting your competitive field pass up is going to be this 89 overall Tom Compton. And a lot of people probably saw this card and they were super underwhelmed. Like, a right tackle player item isn't really that flashy when you think about the other players we've gotten. Cortland Sutton, an awesome wide receiver, Tariq Woolen, a really good corner, and Trevor Lawrence, who was the best quarterback in the game at the time that he came out. This card is definitely, I guess we could say, a disappointment. But honestly, as we take a look at the back of the card, the stats are pretty nice. Like 91 pass block, 90 pass block power, 90 pass block finesse. That's really awesome. I would say for a right tackle in this game, pass block is more important than run block, because your tackles, as you know, they're always on an island against like probably the defense's best pass rushers, so having good pass block, that's critical. Then next up, as we take a look at the run blocking stats, 86 is basically across the board with 88 run block finesse, 87 strength. Like, it's not a bad card, don't get me wrong. There's good stats on this player item, but he's a right tackle. It's not all that flashy. Let's talk about actually getting your competitive field pass up to level 22, and then after that, we'll talk about whether or not it's worth it. Then we'll go into some of the AKA stuff in the game. Now, in terms of getting your competitive field pass up to level 22, this is kind of the formula that I followed in the last section of the field pass to get up to it relatively quickly. Now, the first thing I did is I did these two really simple sets. The 80 to 81 elite player set, very easy. The 82 to 83 elite exchange, again, very easy. Those are kind of like two layups that EA Sports has given you, and unless you're maybe like Russell Westbrook and you're potentially missing some layups or banking it off the backboard on your shots from the elbow, you should be able to put this in. Now, I apologize for the Russell Westbrook slander. I'm a Pelicans fan. We get your picks, Lakers fans, so I'm hoping you're doing bad so we can get more good picks like we did this year. But moving on, the next thing that I did, which allowed me to get up to 220 CP in the quickest way possible, was coming in here and getting my stats done every single week. Now, this really wasn't the type of thing that I had to worry about all that much. I would say all this stuff kind of just happened naturally as I was playing the game, so I wasn't really too worried about these. I would check in on them periodically, and I feel like just for playing the game and doing what I'm going to show you next, I was able to get these all done every single week without fail. So that kind of leaves us with really the only thing that I have to do to actually get this player. The stats are going to get done by playing the game I'm about to show you. The sets take you maybe a matter of seconds, and in my opinion, the best way possible to get up to 200 CP is by coming in here and playing MUT Champions. Now, what you guys got to do is you got to win a total of 25 games in MUT Champions over a 2-week period. So 12 wins in week 1, 13 wins in week 2. However you want to space it out, you got to win 25 total games. And I'm sure some people are probably watching this like, damn, 25 games, that's going to take me a while. And if you're in that boat and you don't have the time to play this, I totally understand. Like, it's not very easy to win 25 total games. I know I'm saying it like it's nothing, but I'm sure for a lot of people watching, you either don't have the time to play MUT Champs, maybe your team isn't good enough, or maybe you just don't even want the right tackle card, which is like totally understandable. But yeah, if you're looking for the formula, which is the fastest way possible to get up to 200 CP, win 25 MUT Champions games over a 2-week period, and basically that's all you got to do. Get the sets done as well. The stats will be done naturally as you're doing that, so all you got to do is play some MUT Champions. Now, fellas, is it truly worth it to come in here and get this 89 Tom Compton? Personally, for me, I would say no. I would say quarterback, running back, wide receiver, corner. Those are very important positions in game, but a right tackle, while he does have good stats, he's still a right tackle at the end of the day. So if maybe you're on a time crunch, or maybe you just truly don't enjoy playing MUT Champions that much, I wouldn't put yourself through the grind to get this card. Now, of course, if you want to get him, like me, I probably will end up getting this card because it's like a free right tackle available for something I would probably be doing anyways, then get the player. But if you're in a situation where you're like, damn, should I grind this? Should I not grind this? You're kind of on the fence. Maybe you don't have a ton of time to play Madden. Maybe your team isn't that good and you might not be able to get the wins. Well, I would say personally, just stick to head-to-head seasons, play whatever you want that's more enjoyable, and don't worry as much about grinding for this card because he's not that amazing. Now, next up, let's talk about the AKA promo in-game today. We got some more players. We got T-Sizzle. We got a Christian Okoye. T-Sizzle looks pretty good. Christian Okoye looks good as well, but he's like a fullback, man. I'm sorry to all my fullbacks out there. Kyle Juszczyk, Michael Burton. If you're watching this video, I apologize, boys. But yeah, fullbacks just really aren't that important of a position in game. As we talk about these cards, though, look at this, fellas. I made some picks on Sunday Night Football. 160 on this first one. Yes, sir, baby. All overs. I lost 10 on this one. This one was incorrect. And then I won another 60 on my all under slip. So do that math. That is 120 in wins, $10 in losses, which is 110 total in wins. And if you're wondering where I made these picks, it is all on Underdog Fantasy. I will leave the link to that website in the description. If you sign up and use code SWIFT, you're getting a deposit match up to $100. So put in 20, they'll match it. They'll give you 20 extra to use. So if you want to check them out before Monday Night Football, I will leave it linked in the description and in the pinned comment. And fellas, if you want to win some free money over there, head on over to my YouTube community tab. If you don't know how to get that, go to my channel page, click on community, and comment how many yards you think Ezekiel Elliott's going for in tonight's game. If you're the closest answer, I'm giving you $25 for free. Again, on the community page, all you gotta do is drop a comment over there. To get Madden 23 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. But yeah, let's get back on track. Let's talk about the new AKA players in game. And of course, with new AKA cards in game, that means we get new solos, which is the first thing I want to talk about. And boys, the thing about these AKA solos, like I said before, these aren't that easy. Like coming into the T-Sizzle ones, as you guys can see, these are on competitive mode and they're not the easiest things out there. Like honestly, the last time I played these solos and I went through the other sets right here, they took me a little bit of time. But the main reason why you're going to want to play these solos in game is because once you unlock this final solo for each player, so T-Sizzle's the Thigh Master, is that really called the Thigh Master? EA Sports, what are we talking about here? Or for example, this one, which is Blessed on Sundays, once you play through that final solo, what you're going to be getting is you're going to be getting a AKA token, and that token is going to go into a set. Once you get enough collectibles, you're going to be getting a free full AKA fantasy pack. So yeah, come in here, play your solos. They don't really take all that long now that there's just 2 remaining. And one important thing I want to mention is if you have yet to play through the first set of solos, so let's say for example, any of these solos that came out in week 1, Beast Mode, Iron Mike, it's looking like these solos aren't going to expire. And that's honestly some kind of important news. I wasn't so sure whether or not these solos would expire. They would go away from the game and you wouldn't be able to do them, but it's looking like there's not going to be a time crunch on these, unlike some other challenges in the game where EA Sports takes them out after a certain amount of time. It's looking like these solos are going to stay in Madden 23, so no rush on doing them. I was a little curious if they were going to take out the first week when the second week came out, but they didn't. So honestly, you guys can do them whenever. There's not necessarily like a huge rush. Now, next up with the AKA players in game, that's going to mean that EA Sports refreshed a pack that I absolutely love. When we go to the store right here and we go to training, as you guys can see, this 87 plus AKA player pack was awesome in the last set of the promo, boys, because essentially what happened is you basically had a free chance to pull one of the 90s. Because based on how the market was sitting, you could open this pack up, spend about like 90,000 coins on the training points, and at worst case scenario, you got an 87 that sold for 100k. You made your coins back. Best case scenario, you pulled the 90. And I think the numbers don't work as well right here, but I am going to try this in the video. So yeah, to get this pack done, we are going to need some training points. It's looking like 85 overall players are probably going to be my target when it comes to getting some training snipes in game. So let me get some cards. I'm going to spend as little training as I can on these. I think it's still going to be pretty expensive, but I'll see you guys once I do this. I'll let you know how much I spent on the training, and we'll see if we can make profit. I think this either gives you an 87, an 88, a 90, or a 91. But yeah, let's try it. Fingers crossed we get like a 90 or a 91. That would be insane. I would love an 88. Please not an 87, EA Sports. It's gonna be, please. 87 Iron Mike, man. Iron Mike Ditka, not a fan of that card, selling for 75,000 coins. So that right there is losing us coins, boys. And honestly, like I said before, I can't really fully recommend this pack because the numbers on it just don't work out that well. If you want to try it, I mean, it's probably worth it in the sense that, you know what, you're wagering like a loss of 25k maximum to maybe get a good card. So if you want to try it, I would say it's not a bad idea. But again, I'm not fully recommending it just because it's really expensive.